Welcome everyone, TheDailyWoo here as the recording of this Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. A retro tire place across the street, and on this corner in Charlotte, North Carolina, a piece of punk rock history, the Milestone, which opened in the late 60s, and over the years, especially in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, into the 90s, a punk rock mecca, if you will. I'm going to be able to go in here shortly, and then after that, going to be venturing into some other areas and possibly an opportunity to see some quarter screen used vehicles. It's just going to be a whole mishmash of today. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? By the way, I played here in a band 10, 11 years ago, bringing back memories to be here. And many musical acts you might have heard of performed here. REM, Nirvana, Black Flag, Dead Milkmen. I'll show some flyers too that I kind of dug up of who took the stage. And even on that little sign right there, it's kind of waving in the breeze. It says established 1969. The address is 3400. And also tagging along, Scott on tape. You're very excited about to walk in here.
I am. So I'm doing a full video from inside, Adam. And I'm very excited. And now I'm going to do this.
Yes.
Walk off.
Oh, you have what's the shirt you're wearing?
It's a little band called Pearl Jam.
And I should also mention before we walk in, a big thanks to the new owners for coming down here early to let us in. All right, I just looked it up. When I was here, it was August 6th of 2010. And I'd like to introduce you to Rayan, who has been in many bands in the Charlotte area. What bands were you in when you played here?
Silly Scream, Frankenstein Drag Queens, Wednesday 13, Lunatic Candy Creep, all kinds of punk rock bands.
All right.
Yeah, and
so you kind of did the connection, got a hold of the owners, and so thank you to you for letting us go in here too.
When I knew you guys were coming through, I thought this would be the perfect spot to bring you by, and find out you play here is even cooler.
That is cool.
I have a page called Nerd Locations on Instagram where I do like then and now pictures of pop culture places. I haven't gotten into vlogging yet, but if I do, this would be an epic first appearance in a vlog.
All right, gonna go in, turn the corner. There's kind of like a bar area here. And then we're gonna walk this. Oh yeah, this is already bringing back memory because this place is full of stickers. The merchandise area was set up over here. Yeah, I remember this booth right here. This pretty much looks identical. We had our merchandise, t-shirts and stickers and whatnot. Oh, there's even a Bad Brains inscription right there. And here is the stage, right here. Look at this. This is the stage.
Minor Threat tag when they were here.
So they put that when they were here? Mm-hmm. Wow, so that was like from 82.
Yeah, they have a sign up that says respect our historic graffiti. There's an REM tag from when they were playing. There's two REM
So this was not placed here after the fact. This was placed here back. The band put this on here.
According to the owner.
According to the owner.
There's another one up here. This one is the most famous one, which is, let's see. Here's the REM tag.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, and here's me right there. So that's 2010, August of 2010. Me right there in the center of the stage. You have a few people there watching us. Not too many, but a few. Yeah, when Nirvana was here, they had a parachute going around the back of the stage. Notice how Chris over here has a shaved head.
It's the same as when we used to play here with the
When was the last time you played here?
early 2000s.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Now take a look at these old flyers. There's REM. There's the Go-Go's. Of course, Dead Milkmen. And Bad Brains. Back in 1982, April, on a Tuesday, 1982. And then, of course, one of my favorite bands ever.
Started playing here. That room was graffiti free until like 2004. It was just black and red essentially. It was always dimly lit and it had low ceilings because the second floor was still there. All ages at the time. And they found out about the place and they were like, we want to play the Milestone. And they were like, well, we already have a show that night. And they decided to do a matinee here. And I have the flyer from the matinee.
Really? So that was No Effects. What year was that?
I want to say it was 89.
Wow.
I can send you this stuff.
So that was like S&M Airline years.
Yeah, it's just early.
That was
the
early No
was
Effects.
Green and white coming here and play some of their first shows and cut their teeth and stuff. Like, I love having bands here that are too big to play here. I love packing the place out.
All right, I'm now going to put one of my stickers right up here on the side of this. for posterity. All right, that was pretty dang cool. Stopping in there real quick. Moving on to the next spot. Okay, I've commuted a little bit of a ways over to a residential neighborhood. Well, I will be getting a view of the screen-used Jeepers Creepers, the first Jeepers Creepers, filmed in Florida. 2 of the cars from the movie, right over here in this neighborhood.
Is one in the movie. I wouldn't. Whenever I was looking at getting ready to buy the actually screen-used Impala, the guy was kind of being a little wishy-washy with me. I'm like, well, look, you know, I'm not going to put up 100% all my eggs in this basket. I got a chance to get one. I could build a replica. I got the real deal here. So
Yeah.
So that is the real truck.
it is.
So you put a lot of work into making it look like it was in the movie.
Well, I did all of the distressing to make it put it back this way, because whenever I first got it, these pieces that were right here, I literally had to screw them back up into it because they were falling off. You could take your fingers and stick them inside you could stick them inside the truck, because there was just so much. Because they built this truck, they basically threw it together with 22 gauge tin, more or less.
Yeah.
And it leaked real bad and everything. Whenever we took it apart, we took all the metal off the sides, all the metal. We left the top, but we took some stuff off of it, and then came in and put it back where it needed to be. And
How long have you had it?
I took ownership of this truck in September, November 2nd of 2018.
Do you ever take it to conventions and stuff and have people see it?
I take them all over the place. I've got a convention lined up. I'll be at Carolina Fear Fest in Raleigh, North Carolina coming up, and that's going to be, pretty sure that one's in May. I'm actually I'm brokering a deal right now with a guy down in Ocala, Florida, where the movie was filmed.
Yeah, Ocala.
Called Spookala.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And
yeah.
we're looking at bringing the truck down to Spookala.
That would be cool.
Filing out all last.
I think that's the first big convention Ocala's ever going to do. I should probably move.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, that's pretty loud.
Me and the other, I'm friends with a guy named Tom Redimer, owns the other screen used truck you saw. It was used in JC1 and JC3, and they're in the process of everything that he done to it. We're actually building a real sound type creeper truck horn, like you would hear.
Yeah.
But we're patenting it and everything, and it's not something you want to use inside a convention center.
Just too loud.
It's loud. I keep it all covered up so it doesn't get damaged, because like I said, whenever I got it, the people that had it didn't take care of it very well.
Yeah.
The previous owners didn't put a whole lot of money into it. I've dropped insane amounts of money on
I can imagine.
Because, you know.
So how many different vehicles were there for the truck? Was this the only one?
There was 3 trucks.
Total of 3.
A total of 3. This is this truck was used in the scenes where the creeper, basically there's a scene where the creeper, the doors fly open.
Yeah.
And the creeper basically takes his hat and puts it on.
Yep.
And then he basically takes a body and puts it back here,
Tosses
and shuts
it
the
in
door,
there.
and then opens the door up and tosses the head in. That's this truck.
That was this truck.
And here's the actual picture of Jonathan standing back here, and you know, you got your scissors right here, and this is how you can tell the continuity of it being the actual truck.
Right.
If you look right here in the door, this latch piece right here is basically kind of makeshift welded. You got a flat piece. If you look at it, it's the exact same piece.
This is the same piece.
Yeah. But the scene in the movie is this one, whenever he opens it up and he's putting the policeman's body in the back.
Yeah. Wild.
So did you have to go out and find a lot of props that look very similar?
Luckily, the guy that I bought it from was a huge fan as well, and he's actually friends with everybody like I am.
Yeah, so he had a lot of the stuff.
He had a lot of the stuff. Yeah, in the movie, all the trucks, one didn't run at all, and the other 2 were very wishy-washy. The way this one was done, pretty much they would run this one long enough for it to get up to operate the temperature, and it would overheat, and they'd pull it over, and then they grab the other truck.
Right.
So they did it multiple times, because whenever I got it, the problem was the vehicle overheating. I ended up putting the radiator
So
on.
this was not the one when they're speeding down the street.
No, this is not that truck. That's the V8 chase
This is
truck.
where the slower one's moving. Yeah.
And the interesting part is the V8 chase truck, that's the one that's destroyed now.
Right.
But if you were to look at the way the V8 chase truck was, the V8 chase truck, everything out of the back of this was gutted. There's two main support frame rails right here. And what they did is they basically put the engine and transmission right back behind the driver's seat, and they had an air ride seat for the person driving. And they would do the shots, and the second the shot's over with, they would stop, jerk the doors open, the driver would get out because it was such a sweat box. And Justin's sitting up there, so he gets up there beside me and starts, making smirk faces, giving me the evil eye,
Right.
and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And the whole time he's just, cutting up and acting a fool. And eventually he comes over and he's being cool and cutting up and stuff. And Jeannie was just a sweetheart.
Right.
And then right there towards the end, he comes up and he looks up at me and he says, "You sure got pretty eyes, you asshole." And some of the props that you see here, some of the stuff is actually, this is, that was from JC2. Now this is actually the makeup appliance from JC2, where the creeper gets the javelin. Huh?
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Yeah, that is the actual makeup appliance that went through his eye. Wow. I figured y'all want to see that.
Oh my gosh,
that's incredible.
Looking at, building me a creeper truck clone and stuff, would there be a possible way I could drive up to where you lived? He lived up in Elkton, Maryland. And he said, absolutely, let me get a weekend set aside and stuff, and you can come up. And sure enough, one weekend I drove up and got a hotel room. The next day came out and seen the truck, took pictures of it, and a lot of the pictures that you see for that particular weekend, if you get online, any of the memes that you've seen, it says your Uber driver's here and it's got a picture of the creeper standing next to the truck. That's my picture. That's not Jonathan Breck.
Oh, that's you.
Okay.
That's me. So there's hundreds of thousands of pictures of me with that truck and those floating around and stuff. So whenever all was said and done, I looked at him and says, "Hey, well, if you ever get a wild hair and decide you think you might want to let it go, please keep me in mind." "Oh, no, I'll never sell it. I'll never sell it." Well, fast forward to whenever they filmed Jeepers Creepers 3. So he basically got the original truck, took all the parts together, and built one really good one. And then he distressed it and restored it, and that's the truck you saw in Jeepers Creepers Part 3.
Okay.
So Tim was kind of upset, I think, that they didn't use the truck. So I think he kind of, I don't really need it no more. And so after it was over with, and they were done filming, he ended up coming back and deciding to put this on the market. And whenever they put this on the market, I refinanced my house to buy it. Because, this is, for me, it's a big thing. And, that's what I wanted to do at the time. And it's definitely paid off because it's, for me, it's when I retire from my full-time gig, I'm gonna do this, travel across the country, bringing it all over the place. Because I got, like next year, I'll be going to Corpus Christi, Texas with the truck. And
yeah.
I've got I'm already booked up full for October, and I've got weddings and everything else I'm doing there.
That's cool.
What's your channel, Troy?
Oh yeah, plug your channel.
The channel for the Creeper Truck is called The Creeper's Truck. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Everything is The Creeper's Truck. I've got about probably 85 to 90 videos on the channel, and the channel goes back to whenever I actually went to Maryland, rode in this truck for the first time. This is not your average thing to work on, and it's not the average thing to get parts for. So
right. Now, when you do that convention in Ocala, are you going to drive to the spots and go to where the church was and all that?
I'm going to probably go a couple of days early, and I'm going to take the truck down there and drive and stuff. And I'm probably going to get in costume because not too long ago I got to go down there for the first time, and I got to see the police station spot. And a guy hit me up not too long ago because anything creeper related, I get contact. That's how I have all the information in regards to JC4. Right. But guy hit me up and says, "Hey man," they're bulldozing the darn police station.
Are they?
So it's gone.
It's gone now?
It's gone, yeah.
Oh.
It's not for the biggest people.
Okay.
So to be careful getting in.
Okay.
Hey. I'm having flashbacks. Oh yeah, it's like an airplane season.
don't want to know what's in the back of this thing. Should I look back there? All right, we're gonna go get some food. We'll see you later. Nice to meet you.
Wow, where's the horn?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But you also have it on your clicker. You can do it,
Back
right?
here. I'll walk back here to show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the angle, same where the scene with the doors there, double door.
So in the movie, it shows a scene where the doors open just like this.
Yeah.
And the creeper comes in, kind of stands there for a second, and he reaches over and he takes a policeman's body, and he sets the body down. And then he basically takes his hat and puts it on.
Yep.
And then he shuts one door like this, shuts the other door. Then he opens the door up, and tosses the head in,
That's right.
and then shuts it back.
Brilliant.
That is awesome.
But it all happened right here. So
All that right there.
You were in Branson, Missouri.
The day before you.
They have a replica there.
Yeah.
And you got to drive that around, but
Crazy.
that's not screen used.
No, that was not screen used when we say at the beginning of the video, but it is a tough car to drive. It is tough. I drove it around the corner, and plus I got a guy from Rob Zombie Band beside me, so that's nerve-wracking as well. Wow.
I'm just waiting for a head to roll back there.
Head's gonna roll. Oh my goodness.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
I'm not just on my toes, I'm on my something else. Nice.
All right.
Whatever.
Gonna crank it up.
Strike it up, as Black Box would say.
Yes.
Wild.
Oh, 1941
Oh, going forward. I was waiting for the horn.
Yeah, where's the horn?
That's so awesome.
Awesome.
That's great.
So right behind that seat right there, there was a 2.5 gallon fuel cell you put in a dragster. Just a little 2. Whenever I restored this truck, I needed to make it an actual functional truck to where I could use it at conventions, the haunted attractions, stuff like that. So I wanted it actually a real truck. So we came in here and put a real gas tank in it. So I've actually got a real gas tank in it now.
Oh wow.
So if you're a hardcore creeper fan, you'll get a kick out of this. You ever seen a movie called Powder?
Yeah.
Powder, in the movie they're talking about Kessel County, where
Jeepers takes place?
yeah, and they're talking about Poho County. They talk about all the elements of Jeepers Creepers in that movie.
And Troy was nice enough to give me this and also sign the back right here. Thanks for coming to see the Jeepers truck 2022. The Creeper's cousin. I love it. This was so awesome. So cool. So this is the getup you put on at conventions?
Well, yeah, this jacket is the one I use now. This is my mask, and then this is my original costume, and then I've got my autographed pictures of Jonathan Breck, and I got my thank you notes from Jonathan over here.
Okay, now this is for posterity, I like to say. And now walking over to get a bite to eat for dinner, approaching Pinky's West Side Grill, which used to be an old automotive shop.
Speaking of Jeepers Creepers,
Oh, I almost missed this.
Jeeps. Plenty of them.
Take a look at this.
They're all, that's the only thing that's in here is a Jeep.
What year did this restaurant open?
Probably 5-6 years ago.
5 or 6 years? So it just kind of sat empty for a long time?
A long time. You walk out and look on the roof.
Oh yeah.
VW Bug's been here for a long time.
So that VW Bug's been up there for many years, even before the restaurant?
Yeah, when it was a car shop, it was every time I would drive by it, even as a kid, it was up there. I don't even know if you could move it right.
So they just kept it up there. Pinky's. And it's called Pinky's. And also, they got the neon up top. But this says Pinky's as well, right there. See? And got an assortment of different things. My burger, I ended up getting pimento cheese on it. Pimento cheese on the burger itself. And then the other guys got an assortment of different items as well. Yeah, pretty decent amount of food we got here. a shout out on. Always good to end the day with a delicious meal. Pinkies. And there's that dinosaur over there. Do not climb on the dinosaur. All right, dinosaur, it's been fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. Oh, and one last view there of downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Off in the distance. Nice little skyline.